Hey, everybody. Hope you can see and hope you can hear me. And I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Yeah, what would be great is if we could get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me and see me. I'm going to dive in. I'm really excited to be with you guys today, as I always am, to connect. So welcome aboard. Hey, from Philly. S. Salier Moon 15. Cool. Assuming you guys, everything is good. You can hear and see me okay. I'm Joseph Pearlman, for those of you that don't know, and we are going to be diving in today to 10 reasons why online training beats in-person. Emily, hi there. And I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys in a little bit as well, too. So 10 reasons why online training beats in-person. Are you guys doing virtual online training? I want to hear about it, and I want to hear how it's going for you a little bit later. Great. Anastasia, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you again to the incredible team at Backstage for putting out this content to you guys and having us connect in this way. And all the videos that I've done with Backstage and all the articles are archived and available to read on backstage.com and also YouTube, a YouTube channel. My name is Joseph Pearlman, and I help actors launch their careers faster and reach Oscar potential on set. Some of us may have connected before. So if you're new here, welcome. At my studio, PAA, and we are a global studio. We offer private coaching and training from beginner to celebrity for people all over the world. No matter where you are, you can be a part of our classes, coaching and training virtually. And at the studio, we believe that you can launch your career faster and with less effort when you are lit up with and ignited with fun. And you can do anything when you're lit up with fun. And you guys are all invited to watch the acting and career breakthroughs and transformations in a free audit if you haven't already. You can reach out through the website, www.josephpearlman.com, PEARLMAN.com. And we're working with these incredible actors every week, actors all over the world, some of who are starring on some of the biggest shows and working in film today. And you guys can watch them working on their roles, preparing high-level auditions to make the fun, brave, and dangerous choices to guarantee audition wins. You can reach out and schedule a free audit. And you can also follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Joseph Pearlman to get free acting and career tips. So let's dive in here. Like I said, we're going to be talking about why working like this, working virtually with a community, is not second best. It's actually better. And I'm going to want to check in with you guys afterwards and do a Q&A and hear how your training is going and what you think about it. But I'm going to go into 10 reasons why I feel online training beats in person, why it's superior to it. And I'm excited to work with you guys. So again, welcome back. Hope you're all feeling amazing. And thank you for letting me speak with you guys again. So here's why. Number one. So here's the deal, you guys. Are we not training ourselves to better prepare for the high stakes of actually working in front of a camera, both on set and in the audition? Are we not training for high-level auditions, for booked roles, scene study for booked roles, to work on camera? Online training gives you real-time, in the moment, on-camera audition technique and scene study. We now get to practice how we play, always, and we get to do it in real time. And it's way better than playback. We've talked about this before. Situations where it's not always healthy for every actor to be watching their playback, certainly not every week. Playback, if you can't look at yourself like an editor, if you can't get over certain things about the way you look, which other people most likely don't even notice, then it's like you're going to be walking back potentially some of the best most dangerous, fun, change-affecting performances. And it's also watching playback is a preoccupation playback where you do a class, it's filmed, and then you sit for half the class and discuss over playback. Playback is a preoccupation with the results, okay? With the real-time, in-the-moment, on-camera audition technique and scene study training, you have the benefit of seeing what's working and what's not working in real time. And here's the thing, you guys, remember this. We've talked about it before. You guys, great actors, you all know the work is great because you feel it in the moment, not because you watch playback. Again, playback is a preoccupation with the results. Many phenomenal actors, Meryl Streep, Javier Bardem, Reese Witherspoon, know to never watch their playback. You know the work is great because you feel it in the moment. Remember, the 4 things that you feel with every great piece of acting is, 1, if it's not fun, it's not working. And fun, you guys, is cathartic, empowered, invigorated, alive, activated fun. 2, great work should feel effortless, like there's no work being done. So effortless. 3, great work should feel like you're having impact. Remember, this is everyday life with all the boring parts cut out. So great work, you're having impact. You're affecting change, okay? You're moving it forward. You're being impacted. And lastly, the 4th thing that you feel with great acting is that it feels like your version of it. Not like you're playing yourself. It feels like your version of it. So with online virtual training, you have the benefit in real time of seeing the work as it's happening moment by moment and trusting in how you feel and not being concerned with the result of playback. And again, I encourage you actors to stand up and to not, if watching playback is not useful for you or toxic, to stand up for that, to let somebody know that you don't want to watch your playback. The ability to watch one's playback does not make one a better actor, okay? It's nice to use it as a spice every now and then. It's fun to maybe look at something that you didn't think was working, someone else thought was working, and to see that on playback, but not to make a fetish out of the playback week after week. So again, stand up for yourself. Number 2, working like this with a community. And some of you guys have been a part of the community, part of the Backstage community. You guys are part of our community where you're watching the community every week, get a workout. You have the benefit of doing this work from the privacy and safety of your own space. And we found that there's more focus and concentration and calm when people are not stressing to commute to places. You guys are able to have everything the way that you like it and to really focus in a little bit more. So more privacy, safety, focus, and calm. Number 3, this is really important. Virtual and online training completely destroys this myth, this mind virus, this myth that location is going to somehow, make your career better. Location is and was never an obstacle to your training and to launching a high-level acting career. I'd say for the last, 5 or 6 years, you can do everything you need to do to launch a high-level acting career from anywhere in the world, okay? You can train, you can compete for it, you can do callbacks. And when you book a role, you get on a plane, and they go back and forth and we'll take you and you can shoot it. But I think a lot of actors are attached to this story that if they're not in Los Angeles or if they're not in New York or they're not in London, but Los Angeles is the big one. If they're not in Los Angeles, then somehow they're missing out. And I always tell you guys, be where you want to be because it feels awesome for you. There's an amazing acting community in Los Angeles. There's also a phenomenal acting community in New York and Chicago and London and all over the world. So be where you want to be, but know that location is never an obstacle. And we now, as an example, some of you guys know we collaborate with the leaders of the Japanese entertainment industry every week in our PAA Asia Masterclass. We're working with some of the stars of some of the biggest shows, Netflix, Amazon shows, every week. And we wouldn't be able to do that if we all had to come to some physical location. Also, what's so neat, you guys, and I also want to hear afterwards when we do a Q&A, I want to hear if you guys are still stuck on feeling like you need to be in a certain location. One of the things I've talked about extensively on these videos and in the articles are there certain stories of suffering and mind viruses that we need to let go of, okay? There is no one size fits all to launching an acting career, and you cannot solve the problem of how to get from point A to point B the way that everybody else does it, okay? You need to be able to look at it differently. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, as Max Planck says. So we're starting to change the way we look at things. And it's been easier to do because a lot of these illusions and mind viruses and myths have really come collapsing down these days. As we're sort of forced to change our habits because of the obvious. Also, with location, you guys are able to access the highest level of instruction, whatever that might be, whether it's a yoga class, whether it's your acting class, Pilates classes. You're able to get the best of the best from anywhere in the world. My friend Janelle, who's an actor, says that one of the benefits is that you can meet so many people that are completely outside of your country or background and find out what is going on in the industry in different parts of the world and country. So it's an expansion of community. And what's really fun these days is on Tuesdays when we work with the Japanese entertainment industry to tap into other parts of the world where their infrastructure may be open, where they may be back to doing live concerts, live venue theater, etc. And to know that you're not in this just little isolated pocket. Sometimes it's very easy to think that the whole world is just like in the situation that you are right now with these lockdowns and openings and, back and forth. So it's really cool. It's an expansion of community, and it just feels awesome to be connected to a global community, just like it feels awesome to be connecting with you guys like this. And we are going to have a conversation in a little bit. So number 4, there's no longer a reason or an excuse to not work on an acting piece prior to your audition, on set, or class. You can work with anyone in the world, typically for free. You can grab somebody. You have the luxury of more time. You have more time back here. So more time, less commuting time. You guys can actually work and prepare, and you can now grab anybody. I always say the first time you go into an audition, the first time you come into class, the first time you're on set shouldn't be the first time you read through or work through your piece with another person. And it's very easy to do it. It's never been easier, you guys. And I said it's usually free. You can grab somebody on any of the platforms just like this, not demand too much time, and have a quick rehearsal check-in with your peers, with members of your community. And feel free to tell me if your community, your acting community, you guys are doing this. Our community, the actors, work together outside of class. They have groups, and we support that. Number 5, my friend Alex Ashinger, actor, producer, writer, one of the coaches at the studio, says, I think one of the really great things about virtual online learning has been an awareness of the camera and how you and things look. It has definitely upped the self-taping game for all of us. Spending so much time in front of the camera, playing, allows us to see what's possible, to help us tell the story in the audition that we want to tell, instead of feeling like we just have to stand there like everybody else. Questions like this, you guys: how can you fill the frame with your performance, as Alex says? And he said, and what this does, it speaks to a greater level of control that you have, that the actor has. Ultimately, it leads to more self-confidence on camera because we're getting more flying hours with this real time, with this being on camera in real time, in the now, seeing if it's living or dying in the moment. Again, not worrying or focusing on playback, which can be toxic for some actors. And in the end, when we do a Q&A, you guys, tell me if you know, it's not useful for you to watch your performances on playback. You don't, again, the ability to have to watch playback of your performance does not make you a better actor. It is not a requirement to become an amazing actor, is to get comfortable and to watch your playback. Again, great actors know the work is great because you feel it. Number 6, you guys, bravery. I've mentioned this before, but my friend Eugene Simon, member of the masterclass, actor I've been working with for many years, was on Game of Thrones for 6 years as Lancel Lannister. And after a stint on Game of Thrones, he's done many other amazing projects, like Genius, that particular project, National Geographic. And he said, you guys, it doesn't get easier, you just get braver, okay? It doesn't get easier, you just get braver. And he said about the audition, you want to stand out without screaming. So bravery in practicing in this real-time on-camera environment, not apologizing for the space that you take or fill up. As my friend Annie Chang says, actor, producer, casting director, fellow coach at the studio, stop apologizing for the space that you take or fill up. And you're able to work on that in real time, to work on filling up the space. Do you guys feel like one of the fun videos that I would love to do at some point for you guys, if that works out, is that if it's you're doing a smaller role, a co-star role. A lot of actors feel like they have to be really small and not stand out. Sometimes they'll say, but it's a co-star role, so I shouldn't be doing much. And that's not true, you guys. It's the same acting preparation you would do on a co-star role that you would do for the lead of a feature film or a series lead. It's just you might be going crazier or contained in a smaller structure, but you still have an obligation to make brave, fun, dangerous acting choices. So bravery was number 6. Number 7, we're able to make deeper connections with people in an interesting way. My friend Janelle, who's also a studio member and a phenomenal actor, says this. She said, and Janelle, thank you for this very, very much. Janelle says, the friendships and conversations in the class feel stronger because there isn't that awkward or rushed feeling of being in person and not having enough time to connect. The connections happen organically now because there's time for it. In fact, she says, it feels like there's more room and time for everyone, especially people who are shy, to speak up and be heard. Therefore, it feels more like a community than sometimes acting classes that can be cliquey in a way, with just a select group of actors with similar background, location, bonding. So everyone in class bonds and supports each other equally, no matter what, no matter location, no matter shy. So Janelle, thank you very much for that one. Number 8, you guys, and again, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys are having an awesome time as we sort of blast into this exciting year. And number 8 is this, and we're going to get to connect. And I want you guys to think about what you love about your virtual training. What could be better? Because I think some folks are still sort of learning how to make it awesome. So I want to hear from you guys. Number 8, a greater level of safety can be felt in order to make brave and dangerous choices in the work. There is no physical danger. I say this a lot. There are 2 rules in acting, you guys. We don't use the work as a portal to hurt other people or hurt ourselves. So there's no real violence, no actually hurting somebody. Obviously, there's no real sex in acting. These are goalposts that are very far apart. But with the virtual training, there's a greater level of safety that can be felt because you're not going to be physically hurt to make brave, dangerous choices in your work. So no physical danger. And again, with that greater level of felt safety, it's easier to make braver and more dangerous choices. It's infinite how far you can go. We had a phenomenal actor yesterday in our advanced class that said, well, how dangerous can we get? How dark can we get? How dangerous can we go? And it's infinite, you guys. It's infinite. And there's a certain way to work that you're not going to burn yourself. You're going to be unburnt. It's going to make you a more aware person, healthier, emotional person, but it is infinite. So it's really sets the stage, the virtual online work, for the safest possible environment if it's done right. Is your environment safe? Do you feel safe in your environment? The most important thing for me at my studio is that it's the safest possible place for actors to grow and explore and connect. That is priority number one. So safety. 9 is this, again, you guys, it's the gift of more time. We've been given the gift of more time to prepare for yourself, more time back for you. Does it feel good for you guys? I'm able to breathe a bit more. I'm able to, the breaks are a little bit more meaningful. And again, it's like your time is precious. And remember, I think it's easy to focus on effort and how hard did I work and how many hours did I work. I grew up in Boston in this pressure cooker environment where it's like if you didn't, suffer through 8 hours of homework a night, you were a loser or whatever. Great work is never a product of effort. It's about impact. And I'm going to share an inspiring quote I've shared before with you guys. It's by Seth Godin. And he said this: effort isn't your effort. Hard work isn't the point. Impact is. If you solve a problem but have the guts and bravery to share it, it's art. And if you move 10,000 pounds of granite, sorry for your calluses, but you haven't made art, at least not art that I'm going to connect with or someone's going to connect with. It's from Seth Godin. So you have the gift of more time to take better care of ourselves, to feel better. Because in life and in this career, how you feel is what you get. And I only wish that you guys feel as awesome as you possibly can all the time, okay? And number 10 is this, which is a really cool one. Number 10 is the ability to loop in an infinite amount of high-level industry guests to watch your work and engage in the process with you. And we're talking about the kind of guests we bring into the studio are network executives, agency heads, casting directors, major writer, director, producer, celebrity, actors, anybody and everybody to bring into the work, to invite somebody. Let's say you have an industry mentor, you can bring them in. They can attend from anywhere. So more high-level industry players all together in one space as equals. So the virtual online really sets the stage for an equal playing field. Remember, you guys, we're all in the same boat with what's going on in the world these days. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat in the industry. And I want you guys to check in with me and tell me what you love about the virtual work, the online work, because for me, there's nothing virtual about it. I really do invite you guys, if you haven't, to come and watch the work and see how not virtual, how real it's feeling, how much your body can be impacted by the performances. You as a reader, you as an audience member, and come watch one of our classes and attend a free audit if you guys haven't already, and watch the acting breakthroughs and transformations. I'm going to say something to you guys as we kind of, because we're going to be connecting in different ways throughout the year. And again, thank you so much to the incredible team at Backstage for supporting this series, for supporting me, and for having the amazing foresight to deliver useful content to you guys. So thank you guys so much for everything that you do. It's been really, really fun. And yeah, I want to say to you guys, like, I want you to think about your success in this industry as there's sort of an invisible side to this industry. And if you can navigate that, meaning what's most essential in life and in this career is invisible to the eye, as Fred Rogers says. And the most important thing is for the people that you ultimately want to collaborate with to personally like you, know you, respect you as a human being, not as somebody with wants and needs, not by putting them to work or asking certain things, but we're trying to trigger an event in the career work that we do at the studio with the actors where the industry professionals that you want to collaborate with. And I'm talking about network execs. These are the people that actually make final casting decisions, oftentimes producers, casting directors, executive producers, writers, and other actors. I want them, we're trying to trigger an event where they know the wonderful people that you are, okay? And we need to think about things in a different way. So thank you guys for hanging out. It's so great to see so many members of the community that we know here. Welcome to you if it's your first time here. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you love. And if you don't like something, that's fine too. But what you connect with this type of training. And I really do feel like there's, it's like there's a lot of actors not in class right now because they do have an attachment to a story that the online virtual training is inferior. I promise you, you haven't seen the right online virtual training because it is legitimately better than almost anything I've ever seen in person. And I really invite you guys to come watch. And you can reach out on the website to watch, www.josephpearlman.com, Pearlman.com, and be our guest for free and come and watch any one of our classes, including the class with the leaders of the Japanese and international entertainment industry every Tuesday. So let's hear from you guys. Here we go. Now, sometimes you guys, if you wrote something in the beginning of the chat, it's hard for me to filter them. So I'm going to do as much as we can. Cindy, thank you as always. Cindy says online training in acting and in other arts is so useful during this time. Cindy, thank you very much for the awesome comments. Mad Cyrus says, I'm very nervous about training online, but it makes perfect sense why you'd want to try it. And you should be able to, you can try it for free. You can come try it. Because I think once the actors are able to see what's possible, it just completely shatters the sort of illusion of what you thought it was. It can be something very different. Yeah, let's see. Michael Keating. Hey, Michael, thanks for being here. Yeah, definitely living in Vancouver, Canada. You feel like it's a stepping stone location to get to LA, aka Hollywood, where everything is seemingly going to happen. And I get it. And I get that story has really been compelling, a compelling story. There are a lot of compelling stories. You have to go through the wash, rinse, repeat cycle of, you wait for an audition, you submit for an audition, you go to casting. There's so many other ways to book high-level roles other than the traditional wash, rinse, repeat. And also, yes, we've talked about it many times on the video. You can launch the highest level acting career. You can book the highest level work from anywhere in the world. Be in a place where you feel the best. Be in a place where you love the community, where you love the acting community. And so it really doesn't matter. So I encourage you guys to let go of that sort of obstacle, that location being an obstacle, because it really isn't an obstacle at all. I can't tell you the amount of actors that are all over the world that are training with us, booking the highest level work, and they fly to the location to shoot it. And it's not just a thing that's going on now. This has been going on for years, you guys. So Michael, thanks for speaking up. Yes, Misha says, yes, I'm currently training with an acting coach in LA that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do living in Texas. Absolutely. You guys, whatever it is that you want to do, any skill, you can suss out and you can find the best of the best. You're not limited anymore. Let's see. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Let me see. I want to hear what you guys, for some reason, I feel listening to. Oh, Brian Pinella says, for some reason, I feel less intimidated while doing online training versus in person. Awesome. That is awesome. That does happen. It's like folks, like Janelle was talking about, folks that are shy can feel a little bit more brave and less intimidated. Brian, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. And somebody said, well, what was number 9? Well, I don't know, maybe the internet conked out or something like that, but it's the gift of more time. You have more time. You're given the gift of more time back to take care of yourself, to feel awesome, to prepare. Again, you get what you feel. How you feel is what you get. And with more time, you have more time to take better care of yourself, to prepare for yourself. That was number 9. And don't take my word for it. I'm speaking to you guys right now. I want you guys to be a part of the interaction, the experience, and see how it's possible, especially with online. Every single time you get up and work, to have an undeniable acting transformation and breakthrough, guaranteed, that you can own, that you feel. And even greater sometimes with the online. Let's see. Oh yeah, you said you do classes with the Japanese industry professionals. That's Ahiro Desu. That's specifically industry I want to know more about. Well, come and take a free audit and request to be in that class. We work with over 30 celebrity actors, some of the biggest producers, writers, directors, Amazon Studios. It is amazing, and it's every Tuesday, and it's called PAA Asia Masterclass, and everybody is there as equal collaborators, and we're breaking down an amazing performance with some of the stars of some of the biggest shows on TV right now. So we welcome you to be a part of that, and you can watch that for free if you haven't already. Wendy, I could use someone to practice for my auditions. If willing, please get with me. Blessings, guys. You guys, it's infinite. Like anyone in the world that's a part of the acting community, you can now practice with online. And I would just say, just be respectful of people's time. Remember, great work is a product of impact and not effort. So you don't need to co-opt too much of other people's time. You can have a powerful rehearsal in 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Wendy Consuelo says, online training is not inferior. It's wonderful. Yes, it is. It is. And not because I say it. It's because I've been a part of it for many years, and I feel it. And one of Ridley Scott's last movies, called Earthquake Bird, I coached one of the lead actors for about a year and a half prior to the shoot, mostly online while he was in Tokyo and I was in Los Angeles. And the movie's awesome. Let's see. Bay of Berkeley, what age range is the kids and teens class for? We work with actors in our classes and coaching, all different ages and levels. So we have classes for all different ages and levels. So just reach out via the website. And let's see. Cindy said, Joseph, if your advice or words of encouragement, enthusiasm has been such a blessing during this time, it's empowered my acting in my life as a person. Cindy, we all love you and thank you very much. Indra, thank you for recapping number 9. You got it, no problem. Sometimes I don't know if it cuts out. Brian Pinella, let's see here. I can't read that, it's blocked. Just okay. I'm bilingual and want to join you. That's terrific. We work with actors who don't even speak English. We have a translation in some of our classes. Shadell, one of my favorite new people. I'm so excited to have met you. Shadell, hello. I am so happy to be part of the community. Shadell, we are so happy that you are part of the community. You rock. Thank you for coming to watch Masterclass recently, and I can't tell you how excited I am to welcome you to the community. Shadell is awesome, and I look forward to seeing you soon. So welcome aboard, Shadell, and thank you for the incredible sharing and bravery last week. Very, very cool. Cindy said, we can work with anybody from anywhere in the world. Wrote it down. Okay, great. Okay, great. Brian Pinella says, I'm training with, doing private coaching in New York. Thanks to Backstage, I get to stay connected with you and others, just sponging all the good nuggets of advice all around. Awesome. Fantastic. You guys, any other thoughts, that you love about it? We support you guys, and we want to see you guys. If you haven't come watch a class, please watch a class. I'm really psyched to, like I said, to be connecting with you in all sorts of interesting ways this year. So I hope to see you guys in class. We have a master class every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. You guys can be a part of from anywhere in the world. We're working with actors. One of the actors in class, Kelly's booked over 26 major film roles in the last year, mostly on her own, 99% on her own. And you get to talk to people like that and to see their work. And we invite you again. Thank you so much. Brian, thank you so much. So sweet. Shadell, the industry going virtual has been a silver lining in all this mess. I agree. There's two ways to look at all this. There's the mess part, and then there's another level of being. And I thank you guys. The whole Backstage community and Backstage for supporting this series, and love you guys. It's going to be an amazing year, and I look forward to being a part of it with you guys. So blessings, much love, and take amazing care of yourselves, you guys. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Be well.